Hey, everybody. Here we are again, back online. One of these days, we will be back together in person at Calbridge Halls, and it will be glorious. Just wait. Just wait. We will get there. I promise. We're going to beat this thing. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us online. It's good to see your faces. Hope you're having fun. Just want to take a few minutes to talk to you guys a little bit about Jesus, because that's what we love to do here at Young Life. So I'm going to tell you a story about a woman. We don't know her name, but we know where she lived. She's from a place called Samaria. Now, you can find this account in the Gospel of John, in the Bible. Whoa, there's my Bible. But here's the story. So Jesus has been hanging out with his disciples, and he's been drawing massive big crowds, loads of people coming to see, who is this guy? What is he all about? What is he doing? Drawing more and more attention. And the religious leaders of the time, the Pharisees, are starting to get a bit nervous, and they're like, I don't think we like this guy. What is he doing? Not sure. Don't know if I trust him. Let's get rid of him. So Jesus and his disciples are like, okay, we need to just give ourselves a bit of space. Let's go back to Galilee. They had been in Judea. Now, most Jewish people, to get to Galilee from Judea, would go all the way around, long way around, so that they didn't have to go through Samaria. Because they didn't get along. They didn't like each other. Not friends. None of that. It was bad. Really bad. They would travel days out of their way so they didn't have to go through Samaria. Not Jesus. Jesus goes right through Samaria, the place where everybody's like, that place is horrible, it's awful, it smells bad, horrible people there, why would you go? He's like, I'll go. So he goes to the most undesirable places. So he's walking along. They've been walking for days. Remember, no cars, no airplanes, apparently no horses or camels. At this point, they're just walking. He sends his disciples into the village to get some food, and he makes his way to a well. This is the middle of the day. We know it's about noon. So hot, summer sun, all of that kind of stuff. So he goes to the well and he sits down, and a woman approaches. And this woman is a bit wary because, first of all, it's a man. And back then, traditionally, Jewish men did not talk to women. So man, and she's a woman. Secondly, he's Jewish. You can tell that he's Jewish. And she's like, I'm a Samaritan. We're not friends. We don't get along. And then it's the middle of the day. Why is he at my well? Now, interesting about her, she's going to the well in the middle of the day. We learn later that she is probably not very well thought of in her town, in her village. They called her an adulteress. She had multiple husbands, and in fact, she was living with somebody who wasn't her husband. We know this because Jesus told her all of this later in their conversation. He said to go call her husband, and she said, I don't have one. And he said, I know. The man you're living with now isn't your husband, and you've had several, So he knows everything about her, and yet he stays and he chats with her. He's not put off by her sin. He's not put off by her badness. He's not put off by her ugliness. He's not put off by the rumors and all of that. He cares about her. He wants to talk to her. So they're chatting, and here's what he says. He asks for a drink of water. And she's like, you don't have a cup. and then he says, well, why don't I give you living water? And she gets really confused. And he says this, everyone who drinks from this water will get thirsty again. But whoever drinks from the water that I will give him will never get thirsty again. In fact, the water I will give him will become a well of water springing up in him for eternal life. Eternal, forever. And she says, sir, give me this water so that I won't get thirsty and come down here to draw water ever again. And this is what I love. Because I think when I think about life, I do not have all the answers. I do not have everything figured out. I don't know everything there is to know about the Bible. I am still learning. I don't know everything about Jesus. I am still learning. I still mess up. I'm still learning. I'm still trying. Every day is a new day. And I love this because Jesus is offering her eternal life in him. And she still thinks it's about actual physical water, H2O, from a well. But he gives it to her anyway. She doesn't fully understand. And he said, this is a free gift. It's for you because I care about you, because I love you, because I made you and created you. I know your whole story. And I want you to have a relationship with me. I want you to be whole again. I want you to figure out life with me. And I love that. And that offer is still free to us today, to each and every one of us. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have your life fully figured out. This woman definitely didn't. All she did was say, give me this water that you talk about. And Jesus said, okay, here you go. And that's the opportunity that we have today. We can go to Jesus and say, I am still figuring this out. I don't fully understand, but I want what you have to offer. And he'll give it to you. And if you do that, let your leaders know, let us know. We can learn with you. We've got campaigners, small group Bible studies that we do, both in Hartford and in Hoddesdon. Come join us. We're learning together. We're studying together. We're figuring this out. It's great. One person says, oh, what about this? And we're like, oh, never thought about that. What about this? It's great. It's a great place to learn together, to explore all that Jesus has to offer. Give me this living water. Please, may I have it? That's all you got to do. And Jesus says, here it is. Just wanted to remind you guys of that tonight. Enjoy the rest of club, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.